Welcome, team. All right, welcome everybody for the March 84. And yeah, today is a special day for a certain group of. Uh, by that I don't mean like people like March 8th is International Homos uh, Women Women's Day. That's what I was about to say. Yes. Today's International Women's Day, and yeah, I would like to start saying Happy International Women's Day for all our women staff members. Give it up for our female staff members. Yeah, it's like a birthday to you guys. So, by the way, is there an International Men's Day? There is no International Men's Day, is there? No, but no Men's Day. All right. What about both? Okay. Yes. So yeah, in commemorations to that, we decided to have only our female members' personal wins updates together with, uh, you know, the remaining updates from the as well. I informed this to all of our internal groups for our coaches, apart from a team called Rated. Apparently, the Rated team does not. Alu? A skill bridge and Rated team do not have female individuals in their group, so we decided to choose the most in the group to present. So whoever going to be presenting for today, you guys will know, right? It's gonna be on. Okay, so the I'm just skipping over the agenda for this week because we already. So yeah, we can get straight to the straight to the personal win. So today I will start by nominating female individuals, and the nomination is going to continue by what's up, Sami? Sami, ah, take a seat. Yes, going to be by our female members. So yeah, I'll start by selecting one female individual. Words. How about we start with Beatty today? You've never come out here for sharing personal wins. Let's have you out here, personal wins with us, and then you can start the nominating. Hi, Beatty. All right, self introduction, and tell us how you feel. Today feels any special?
Okay. This is Betty. I am from the community team. I'm head of intern. For a personal win, I would say this week I had a really nice pizza. Pizzeria. It's at Arat Kilo. If you know it, it's an Italian, really great. So I recommend you to go and try it.
I mean, it's Adwa week. Adwa was last week, right? I mean, the least you could eat any Italian food
Oh, well.
throughout the week. For those of you who don't Italy 1-0. It wasn't a
Wait.
football match.
Good.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Betty. Let's have you nominate one female individual.
Okay.
Ready? Recently promoted to head of community education. To be included in the wins today. Ready? Happy Women's Day. Carry on.
Okay. Hey everyone, my name is Radit Fair, and also.
Can we hear that? No, we
Okay.
listen.
My name is Radit Fair, and I'm one of head of community education. So for my personal win, I don't think personal win. I was on a break from my school, so I was having a great time with. That's it, I guess.
All right. It does have to be a female. And if you decide to nominate, probably it can still apply, but we all know what that means. And maybe Paulo's right here. Has to be a female though. Yes. Vanessa? Vanessa, come out here. Come out. Personal wins. Happy International Women's Day, Vanessa. You guys know, Vanessa is our very first international employee. So the word international is the word woman and the word day entirely. Happy International Women's Day, Vanessa.
Thank you, Dag. I really actually don't have.
No, we
personal
don't have our
wins.
mics today, so we have to be.
Oh.
Yes.
I really don't have any personal wins. I guess this week has been easy than the previous weeks, so that could be a win because I got to and knock off earlier. So, cheers. Mental health. Yeah. should I nominate?
So much. So Vanessa got to sleep more, so that's a personal
Yeah,
win.
it is actually.
Okay.
Huh.
Nomination.
Glenn.
Who? Blaine? Blaine. Happy International Women's Day, Blaine.
Thank you. So for personal win, my name is education, and a personal win I had was I ate at Ambrose like once and for this week, so it is kind of a win, and I got to meet an old friend, so that's what's that's it. Should I nominate? or-
Yes. One more nomination.
I don't know. So
You
I'm,
can
just, I'm
Who?
yeah.
Gigi. Did you come out? Those of you who don't know, TG is one of. Like maybe TG can say something herself. Introduce our relationship as well. No, not like that. Not like that.
I'm Trist. So I know that much, and we're also doing the same final year. So that's our issue.
Happy International Women's Day, TG.
Thank you. So for my personal win, I don't think I have one. Probably I got to join the for A2SV, but it's not this week. I think it was last. So yeah, that's it. I don't have any news.
Okay. Thank you, TG. All right. Yes, for those of you who joined us late again, I'd like to say Happy International Women's Day. We will be Women's Day post right after the weekly wins. We will be sharing some insight, especially our team adults who mostly focuses on maternity and females tech. So yeah, we will be publishing a post about that. So I'm urging you guys to interact more reach. Yeah, we will be trying to address that wins. And yeah, we can continue with our organizational updates. We have representing the organizational updates today. If joining us remotely. Okay, do we have him?
Yes, he's on a phone call. He'll join us in a bit. Let's maybe move on to the next part and we can get back to him.
Okay, maybe in the meantime, yeah, we can cover other wins. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's have our Ethiopian education updates by.
I think we have him right now. Emre could give the updates.
Okay.
Dakim, you are muted. Should I get started?
Yes. Yes. You can get started.
Okay, perfect. All right, team. I'm not going to take a lot of time. Hi from the Digital Expo, Digital Health Expo. Currently, I am with these gentlemen, Yaptalu, Haluk Mekonen, Abdurrahman, and we also have Tigis. So it's going pretty well. Our teams made very good connections, and we are going to learn more about their wins, I hope, next week. But I can tell you this. There was even an investor who was interested in purchasing Hakimov, apparently, based on the stories I heard from people at the stand. So I would say this is looking like it's going to be a great win. Next, African Diaspora Investment Symposium preparations are going full force. So some promotional materials are getting produced in Turkey. Like there are many bits and pieces that we need to deal with, but it's going well. Hopefully everything is going to be ready on time. Next, US trip arrangements. So we are doing some flight purchases from Ethiopia, signed from the US. Now they are getting processed. And I would say over the weekend, we are going to be completely done with these. For the lead tracking, the system is coming. Brian and Jordanos are working on. They met some other senior members, received their feedback, and it sounded like we are going to be using Salesforce for lead tracking in the near future. I will keep the team posted as I get more information. And again, we can go to the plans.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Emre. So, let's invite questions. So, in regards to the wins, and
All right. So, if are there any questions or points, team, you want to raise?
team, do we have?
Dakim, you are muted. I'm not sure if you are trying to talk.
Again, yeah. Any questions from our team here? So thank you for the up. Again, we will be receiving education updates from Brooksen. Right?
That's completely fine. And like as you may see, next week, actually, my trip for the ADIS conference is starting. Team, we'll be mainly focused on the preparations for the conference because there are many relevant people, not just African diaspora, but organizations who have interest in Africa in any way are also getting represented there. There are many, I would say, high-level executives that we are interested in getting connected with, and preparations are going on. Thank you. Biruk?
All right. So I I guess I'm the one who's going to continue. Can we move on to the next slide? Like, all right. For this week, we've managed to finish the camp. Actually, we finished it last week, but the closing ceremony happened early this week on Monday. So we had the camp closing on Monday for AIT. And we tried to analyze the feedbacks that we've received from the students for their camp stay. And we also tried to have a retrospective meeting. We tried to check some, like, to gather some action items that we need to improve in our education process as a whole. So hopefully, starting from like the second education phase, there are points that we will be improving. And we end the camp for the heads in a style as well. We had a day out and a well-deserved break. It was a very nice day, and yeah, so it was a very fun day. When we go to Addis Ababa ASTU, they have been going through the final week of the camp this week. They have covered 2 lectures, recursion 2 and binary search, and the camp closing is pending because it's going to happen tomorrow in the morning after they have the usual contest starting from early, maybe 9 a.m. or 8:45 a.m. They're going to continue with the camp closing. So that's why you're seeing it in yellow. And yes, we also finalized the soft skill lectures for our February converts in ASTU as well. And we got a chance to have the group contest. Like, I didn't get the result about like which class won the entire thing, but I got an update at some point. Adama surgery students were leading the contest, but I'll check on the results. Whatever it is, I think it's going to be a really fun event and something to remember for the students. Moving on to Adama, we covered recursion 2 and binary search for the surgery students, and we actually called our 4th and 5th year students to join the binary search lecture because we want the closing to be together. So we've done that. Yes, and the camp closing is going to be similar with, like, at the same day with Addis Ababa, so it's going to be on Saturday, which is tomorrow. Yeah, that's why it's pending. Okay, so next up, let's talk about the plans for the upcoming week. The first one is we'll start the preparation for the second phase of education. We'll have our heads back in the office and like some works are going to be done. And as you have heard before, A2SV Hub is being utilized by the remote team, and we want to onboard the in-person education squad to the A2SV Hub as well. So that will happen in the coming week. We also want to migrate all the data that we have on our sheets to the A2SV Hub in order to have a seamless integration with the system. Yes, specifically for us too. This actually applies for both ASTUs. We're gonna have a feedback summary. Like, we'll be collecting feedback from the students, and we'll have a summary and discuss about it and try to take some action points and continue improving our education process. And this will happen in our retrospective meeting. After having that, we'll be also giving a break for our heads of education and for the students as well, because they're completing the camp. All right. So these are the updates and the plans that I have for this week. If you guys have any question, you're very welcome. If not, I think this will be it.
Okay, thank you so much, Brookie. With internet and speaker for quite a bit there.
Maybe, like,
Yes, can you hear me?
yeah, like, should I cover the internship updates here as well?
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, might as well cover them here as well.
Yeah.
Can speak, right?
Yeah. Okay, for the internship, we had the kickoff this week on Wednesday. and starting from Wednesday afternoon, we've been giving sessions starting with A2SV cultures, and like on this session, which was delivered by Lensa and NATP, we try to teach the interns how things are going in A2SV, because we want to onboard them to our cultures as well, not only to the organization. And so we have tried to do that, and they also signed the code of conduct. Yeah, so like on the first day we've tried to do that, and on the second day we've covered time management, planning, prioritization, and deadline estimation, which was a session given to us by Mr. Ur, and like I've seen the students engaging with him, and I believe it went well. Next up, today there was a session about understanding the problem, and this was covered by the product team. And to be specific, Zalalam was giving them sessions, and it was going very well from what I've noticed. And each day in the afternoon, we tried to start, like, to kind of initiate the process of the learning process, the tech stack learning process, and the learning paths were available starting from Tuesday, and it's going in such manner. And for the mentorship sessions, we've started the communication between the mentors and the interns, so that's going to continue as well. These are the wins for this week. And when we go to the plans, of course, the learning paths and the mentorship sessions are going to continue. And the plan for like the type of sessions that we're planning to give in the upcoming week are going to be task tracking, which is going to be through Jira, and it will be delivered. To be exact, I think it's going to be delivered on Monday. And effective communication, where we teach how to professionally use Slack and calendars. This is going to be also covered. And next up, we'll be covering best practice for Git and GitHub, because these technical skills are going to be required when our interns join our main team. And also, we'll have a session on GitHub Copilot, because obviously this tool is going to be really beneficial for them. And last but not least, we're going to cover code reviews. And code reviews is going to be the last session for the next week. And in each day, we're going to continue with our afternoon learning paths and learning track sessions. So that's the plan for the upcoming week as well. So if you guys have any question about the internship, I'm here to answer.
Now, thank you so much, Rook. Who will be giving us the G4 education updates? Is it going to be you remote or in person?
I think we have Zaga in person, but I'm not sure.
We have Zaga in person.
Don't we have Zaga in person?
We don't have Zaga in person. Rook, do you have any other nomination? What should I ask here? Who's going to be giving us the G4 education update? You see on the slides. Okay, it appears that G4 education updates, Brooke. Yes, but things haven't been populated on the slides. Okay, Fasih, can you come here? Okay, thank you, Brooke.
Right.
Okay, so this week our wins are come closing, and we have had internal demos of the projects that we have, and also internships have started. Some mentors from our team members, and the preparation and the crafting of the learning paths. So we are on break, so going on, and the break is going to end next week on Wednesday. We'll be rekindling our project development phase then. Having our camp closing trip this Sunday. For the plans, next week as I've said, Thursday is still going to be break, but on Wednesday we'll be starting all over again. And also we are going to have we are going to get the UI UX designs for the next batch of design. Get much of it on our camp because of short team members and everything. But now since we have interns, I guess so. Those are the updates. Like, do you have any questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Hussein. Okay. Up next, we have Ghana education updates remotely from Ghana. Do we have any remote members?
Yes, Dad.
Okay, please continue, Matt.
All right. So at Ghana, we're now at finishing the first week of the camp here, and then we had a team contest this week as well. It went really well, and for the communication sessions, we were not able to have them yesterday, and we have one session tonight. That's why it's marked as yellow. So they're starting ND sessions. We had a union fine lecture, and then student mock interviews went as usual. And then for next week, we're planning to add more individual contests uh, aside from the Saturday contests. And then we've seen, based on the comfortability track, they're lagging behind on backtracking. So we're planning to have a recap on that. And then short class lecture early next week. Student mock interviews will continue, and also communication sessions, meaning ND sessions. And those are the plans.
If not, we can continue. Education updates by Belen Ready. Missed the offer that we please come out here, give us your updates.
Education for G5. We have and our students are from this, and for the second be reviewed by of updating it. So the product team is and by sprint planning for our tracks, and the plans for G5 education, we want to continue education, and for the internet pack, finalize sending them for all of our students. And the other thing for G5 education is we're planning to organize sharing session so that we can motivate our remote students. We can continue the sessions. And one last plan in the remote education is starting development and code. So this is an update from remote education. Anyone has any question? No.
Thank you, Belen.
Everyone, I'm ready for you, and I'm going to be giving the wins for community education. So for the wins, we have onboarded coordinators. So we have onboarded 2 community coordinators since we have 2 on the initial part of the community education, and also we have candidates for the if we have expanding classes in the future. So yeah, that's also that this is also done, and also we have also assigned many community coordinators, and this is one win. And we have the community education kickoff on Tuesday, and we have we have onboarded our new community members. We have assigned them. We have two divisions, the second and third division. We have assigned them classes, and having the first lecture of the week today, right after the weekly wins. Yeah, this was another win, and we initial phase of the hackathon planning phase. So having also a meeting for the first hackathon planning phase meeting right after this weekly wins. And we aim to who our target audiences would be, and also the team of this year's hackathon. And lastly, we have conducted a for community coordinator applicants. So yeah, another win. And for the next week, we'll be continuing the normal education students. We will be having the first lecture today, and we will continue. And we will be having a how to approach session on Friday. So we'll be continuing, and after today's meeting, we'll be having tasks the planning phase of the hackathon. So we'll be working on those tasks, and after tomorrow's contest, we will be having new would be filling the waitlist form to join the application. So we'll be onboarding those community members, assign them classes, and start their lectures. And so, yeah, that's everything.
Thank you, Rosie. We have gone over the internship updates, and now we can receive communications updates by Vanessa.
So from the communications end, we started the week with some live streams. So had some in between the week. So we had the camp closing ceremony, kickoff, and also the community kickoff live streams. And then script video, we managed to finalize it. Part that we have needs to be completed by so when Emir goes to the US, they have to take some videos there, and then also Andy from Bible Chat, and then also Eski has to do the shooting from there. So for that part, that we're done from our end. Now it's left from the US end, and then the LinkedIn added to the team is now Brian and Jordanos. Some LinkedIn reach outs from the account as well, and Mr. Ali will also now start prospecting as well and messaging from Emirates. Social media posts, we had the post for the camp closing ceremony, and today we're going to have the International Women's Day. It's a very up video. So after the weekly wins, we'll just put the link in the general if you guys can go there and show some love. And then the March content, we have things coming in and we are being reactive more than we actually do stick to our plan. Planning for a bi-weekly one where we plan this week and the post for next week. So we're going to do the same next week. We're going to for the next 2 weeks that are remaining. And then the A2SV one pager info at this 24 conference. That's done as well. And Twitch deck. And moving on to live stream the camp closing for us too. And us too, which is tomorrow. And then also on the Addis material, we want to make sure that next week we finalize the roll-ups and the brochures as well. The pitch deck, so we're gonna have the first review today, and then Monday we should have the final draft of that, and then finalize. Obviously, we're gonna have some social media posts. We've been working on some reels. We had shorter mid-series last week, so we're gonna have that next week. Also, some videos that we had for the expo. We're gonna have some content for, and then also for adults as well. And then obviously some photos from that. And then I think I brought the roll-ups twice, and then the LinkedIn reach outs. We are planning on moving content, finding a new so we want to move from HubSpot. So we have couple CRMs that we're looking into, and once Brian and the team finalize on that, so like moving everything there, and then continue prospecting from the 3 accounts I mentioned: Emre, Jordanos, and Brian. We will be joining you for the G4 and 5 and be there to capture all the moments. So those are our wins and plans. Okay, thank you.
Now let's have by Jerusalem. Like actually, or do we have Jerusalem remotely? Do we have any of our product team members? If not, by default, Jerusalem. Where is Yao? Jerusalem is not here, so what's the updates? Thank you, Yao. Okay. Maybe you can take a minute to catch your breath.
Thank you, Ragi, for the brief introduction. And good day, everyone. I'm Hayal, and I'm here today on behalf of products to give you a rundown on the past week's achievement and insights into our plans for the upcoming week. And these are our wins. We were able to welcome PM Winters, and we were also able to coordinate and organize adult in Hakim Expo along with Blue Health organization. And also we refined some most of the pitch decks for the Code projects on it. And fortunately, we found team up yesterday, and we plan to set up a meeting in the coming week. Apart from that, we are and deliver a 3-hour product selection today in the morning to you guys, to the interns. Also gave an orientation session and made a down payment for SkillBridge, particularly for the content review. And also we continued the preparation for the USA. And these are the plans we have outlined for the coming week. We hope to analyze the feedbacks given from Mob and adults from the Digital Expo that's currently. We also would like to coordinate and media posts and second things. Yeah, and also we'll finalize for printable deliverables, including the pitch deck. And apart from that, we will continue on the product testing the US Expo, and that includes for all the things for the Code projects. And yeah, next week is going to be a learning part, so we'll continue doing that. And aside from that, we are these for AIT student projects. So if you don't know, I'm done.
Thanks, Yao. Moving forward, let's the very first finance updates and plans by Dave is going to be giving us I mean time that we'll be having these updates here. So where is Dave? I actually went outside looking for him, but he's not here.
Hello,
Everybody's
hello, I'm
excited
here.
to hear that.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but why are you whispering?
Like I'm in Turkish Airlines currently.
You're in Turkey?
No, I'm in Turkish Airlines.
What does that mean? You're in Turkish.
Turkish Airlines. Can you hear me? Or
Oh, Turkish
you're-
Airlines.
yes.
Continue.
Okay. Hi guys. My name is Dayit Adisi. This is Dayit Adisi. I'm a finance manager at A2SV. I'm going to present you finance updates and plans. Like this week's wins for finance are we provided internet package for AIT and AS2 G5 and G4 second present you finance updates and plans. Like this week's wins for finance are we provided internet package for AIT and AS2 G5 and G4 second year students and heads of educations, core devs and others. Provided dinner stipends for in-person G5 students and G4 second year students. Other than that, we send contracts for new hires and some promotions. In addition to that, we addressed financial needs when there is when there is yeah. So plans for next week are we are planning to send internet package for AS2A, AS2, G5 and G4 second year students, heads of educations, remote G5 and G4 second year students and others. In addition to that, we are planning to send contracts for new hires and promotions, which we didn't send like this week. In addition to that, we are planning to onboard an intern into the finance and make it a team. So yeah. So in addition to that, we are planning to provide snacks. Like we continue providing snacks for Abrahot throughout the week. So yeah. So in addition to that, we always we are planning to address financial needs when it is needed. That's it from finance side. Thank you. Any questions and comments? You're welcome.
Thank you, Dave, for the brief update. So thank
You're
you guys
welcome.
for understanding. All right. Thank you so much, Dave.
Okay.
Yes, now we can continue for our G4 remote project updates, which are happening, fortunately.
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me? All right. Okay, so this car, we had the camp closing ceremony on Monday, which went well. We also kicked off the internship. And we've, like in the last week plans, we had the plan of completing the expo. And yeah, so it was a good expo overall, and we met a lot of interesting people. So our wins for this week are, we had a camp closing ceremony on Monday, which went well. We also kicked off the internship. And we've, like in the last week plans, we had the plan of completing the preparation for the Digital Health Expo, which went well. And we are currently attending that. And in this expo, we've met with potential investors, and we've also gathered some recommendations and advice from industry professionals, as well as gotten their contact, so as to send them some forms or whatever for them to fill out. So overall, it's been a successful week. And our plans for the next week are, first out is sending the forms to some of the professionals so as to get their feedback on our platform, as well as get some advice and new features that
You can just
Did you manage to catch that?
yeah.
not your
So,
face. We know what
okay.
you look like. Just the way.
Oh. Heno, can you do
Did you
another
guys get a
360
chance?
turn?
Yeah, kind of slowly this time.
Kind of slowly. Too fast. So Henok, your internet's that area, and then it came back on the same spot. But for CDs, we didn't catch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so too bad for you, I guess. So do you still want to see it? Like, I don't know. The connection is kind of terrible, to be honest. I'll just show you what I can.
Henok, do you get a lot of people coming in? What's the feel like? What's the
Yeah, so we had numerous people coming in the first day, yesterday, and that's when we met most of the people, like the investors and the professionals. Today it's kind of slow, in that we didn't get a chance to meet a lot of people, but we did get a chance to meet some people. Yeah, so tomorrow is going to be the closing ceremony, and I feel like it's going to be less people tomorrow as well. But overall, yeah, we did have a chance to meet a lot of different people, and it was nice.
great? Thank you. Well done. Over to you, Jack.
Thank you so much, Henok. Let's progress next to our one of our G4 projects, Bazaar, presented to us by Fitz, not remote. Thank you, Fitz. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us today.
Okay. Everyone. So, like, are similar for all of the projects since we were on break. The only that we had was Hakimal because they had expos and everything. So, Bazaar updates. We've had internal demos like and closing ceremony, and currently we are on break. And also had some sync meetings with BI teams and UI UX designers. As in earlier, we'll be getting the next batch of UI UX designs next week. These things had to happen. And also, like some of our team members are contributing as interns, and they have been crafting learning paths, and conducting workshops. For next week's plans, half of the week is going to be like break days, and we'll be getting our UI UX designs. We will begin the project development phase on Wednesday, and then interns will continue, and also we'll be expo materials preparations as well. For Bazaar wins and plans, do you have any questions? All right. Okay, so next up we have rideshare. I'm related to rideshare, but today they don't have a representative, so presenting to make it clear. So this week and earlier, again, the only active came up. So rideshare, they were had internal demos in camp closing ceremony on Monday, and also they have been seeing product in BI and UI UX. The plans are similar to Bazaar, having a break until Wednesday, and also they in expo materials preparations as well. So, the updates for rideshare and Bazaar are kind of similar. Since we are on. Any questions? Okay. Thank you, Doug.
Sure, you want to give the next update. Okay, thank you, Fasih. Up next, it's Vertex by Merit. As expected.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Mera Tagenyo. I'm going to be giving you the weekly updates of Vertex today. First, I want to say Happy Women's Day to all women in A2SV. So, first, let's start from the backend team wins. So, our backend team conducted unit tests for the authentication module, which was the page we implemented on our last sprint. So we successfully implemented the tests for those. And for this week, our main focus was making the learning path. So the learning path consists of topics and section features, and they started implementing those features. And we also started unit testing for the learning path topics and section features of the project. And for the front-end team, for both web and mobile, we finished implementing the UI for the learning path, and we added viewing, and then we finished implementing the landing page too, for both web and mobile. And also web finished implementing the dashboard UI setup. And for mobile, we also implemented the widget testing. And for next week's plan, we are planning to get ready for Wednesday's demo. And specifically for the teams, for backend team is planning to finish the whole learning path including the user progress that wasn't finished during the sprint or during this week. So for the front end, we're planning to finish the working on the dashboard home, and also to integrate the learning path once the backend team finishes. And also we're planning to add a profile page, and also we're planning to implement an edit learning path page. So yeah, this was the plans and the wins for Vertex.
Abigail.
So,
Yes, you
okay,
can continue.
I think I'm audible. Okay. So I'm gonna be giving the weekly updates for Escalate. So for the wins, I'm gonna give you the backend and front end team updates. So for the backend, first we were able to conduct unit tests for the authentication module and developer side endpoints, which was this week's sprint. And we also were able to continue setting up the repositories for the migration from .NET to Node.js, which we'll be able to finish. And we also were able to utilize OpenAI API for getting recommendations and setting developers' profile. So this is used in order to help developers better word their education and experience sections in their, when they insert their resumes. So for the front-end team, we were able to advance UI designs, which included responsive designs for the mobile and tablets. And also we were able to develop additional pages and also improve on some of the UI designs we previously did. Another thing we were able to achieve is the completion of UI implementation for the developer's profile. And we also completed 20% of the API integration. So this was for the wins of this week. What we planned next week is we only have 3 days. So we're going to have our demo on Wednesday. So until then, the backend team is going to work on understanding Calendly API integration, since we're going to be implementing that after this camp. And for the front end, be implementing the responsiveness and add dark mode, as well as complete integration. So that's going to be all for our plans. If you guys have any questions, or we can proceed to the next.
Can proceed to the next project.
Okay. Hi. Hi, everyone. My name is Akila Siu, and I'll be giving you updates on Spark Tank. And for this week's update, we have finished doing the to detailed planning and task breakdown, and also we have improved our user stories. And other than that, on back end, we have a new backend API endpoints that are done and are even tested and documented. Other than that, the backend we also did code refinements on the backend. And for the UI, we finished the profile building and feed section. And also for the web team, we are currently integrating backend APIs, and we are in progress. The web team has also finished building the UIs and are currently now integrating it. So for our next week plan, we are planning on starting on the proposal building. This proposal building makes it unique because it's implemented using generative AI. So it has a generative AI assisted proposal building and refinements. So other than that, we're gonna implement the startup filtering and searching, and also more code refinements and test coverages are going to be done. And after all those, we are planning on having the camp closing and also the internal demo. Does anyone has a question?
No, we don't have any questions. Updates and happy Women's Day for you. Aklila. Okay. So yeah, we can progress to the core development updates. Start with AfroChat. Am I glad?
Hi everyone. First of all, happy International Women's Day. Samia was the one, but she couldn't make it, the one team up, so we're stuck with this. Okay. For us, for this week, we implemented the mobile and the web implementation. The design is done, the functionalities, everything is done, integration also. Some UI/UX improvement that's needed, and also some minor we need to do from the endpoint. But other than that, it's complete. And we have our first iOS build. So the Google sign-in is issue, but other than that, the actual app works perfectly. I think what we're gonna have as a plan is going to be focusing on testing and so that the UI is better and also the interaction, any other nice. Also, we plan to work on a guest mode feature for the mobile app so that users before they actually need to sign in. And also, we're gonna have a product about the stages we are in currently for the implementation throughout the preparation for the kind of discussion we might have. Also, there is going to be a senior sessions Ali and potentially Ismail. Other than that, pretty much rolling out the implement the new features once we are we can address and also the UI. You should expect it by Monday. Any questions? Yes. Oh, we integrated different models, so based on your preferences, you can change models. You can search now with the internet, so it will summarize it and give you update. So you can have attached information. Other than that, we also so that you can get latest news if you want and summarized in one way and for some case. Yeah, that's it. Next thing is going to be
Hello, everyone. My name is Fasum, and I'm the backend developer. So mostly this week was focused on preparing and like designing for the expo as well, like banners, brochures. Well, so on top of that, we also finalized our doctors, which is our new app coming up. Doctors, and also it will also onboard doctors as well. And finalizing the expo deliverables, we continued the backend and the mobile testing, and we were just doing unit testing. And yeah, we've progressed on the test coverage on that as well. Attending the Ethio Health Expo, some of our members, there's Millennium Hall, and about like 70% of our members are. And the current status, more than 20 plus medical experts are willing to work with us. And I think that's a for it. And also we found a potential client for which one the other core dev project, and they want Mahlit. This is for you. And so they want to onboard medical volunteers through Akil. So for next week, we plan to analyze the insights taken from the expo and also contact potential users. We want to also do round of reviews on site. It's just a Figma design, so before going to implementation, we want to actually do a review and the insight we got from the expo, and also we will continue testing mobile. And for the mobile, if possible, we will finalize as well. Thank you.
Okay, today we'll be having since we have a small campaign to push on you guys. So which is going to be presented to us by the most feminine individual. That's what we agreed on. Done.
Yeah, he's not here, so I'm gonna present anyway. Okay. So for that skill bridge. So for skill bridge this week, we finalized assistant chatbot feature and also the localization feature on the mobile. So Afaromo is going to be added next week, but currently we're just done with Amharic version of it. Version is completed, and also like we had a upload our app to Play Store in the App Store, the Play Store, but we're kind of waiting for developer account for the Um, the other agenda we had for the week was to onboard PDL tutors for our content review. We've done that. They're going to start the review on Monday. We had some reviews so far, like both the mobile app and the way of within that, just to collect some feedbacks. We've also done that. Besides that, to visit a couple of high schools. So we visited Selassie again, and we've on Tuesday, basically to collect some feedbacks from. Besides Selassie, we had a plan to visit Gibson High School.
Uh, I'm Bill, and I'll be continuing with the updates for it. Getting developers accounts, we're still waiting for confirmation from Apple. Main dashboard user implementation is started for the finished UI. 4,816 Ethiopian birr as week. So a total of around have been incentivized, with the highest being 500 Ethiopian birr. So we hope this will encourage everyone to get incentivized weekly. Mobile app authentication is one click away with either email or number to log into our app. Username included as a feature. The roll-up brochure and one page finished, and they're waiting to be reviewed by the. Plans that might to be noted is that we've given out almost 5,000 birr as incentive contributed to our application in terms of reviews. So just to give you a brief overview for a given menu item, for a given the first 3 people who give us reviews, which include images, the next 3 people would be incentivized. The last 4 people will be incentivized 3 birr. Authentication has been restructured, and it's now authentication up is the simplest it can be. Our roll-up brochure have been updated, and they're waiting to be reviewed by engineers. Next week, we plan to add 10 more restaurants
and finishing the main dashboard is a priority next week. So that's all.
So at last we have Akil. So Akil, is our project ready? Let's just give the updates.
Okay. So for I've been working on our export deliverables. We have finalized the brochure and sent it to our seniors for review. We finalized our and yeah, sent out that one for review too. So in terms of we have submitted the mobile app for open testing, and it's been we'll be sharing links starting from that now, and people don't need to like get whitelisted to get the mobile app. Then on the web part, we have application submission part for the volunteer side of the website. And be working on its responsive side, and then would be live. We are currently on the way of finalizing our landing page. We have finished the homepage, and yeah, we will start next week, and also redesign our about us page. So we are planning on having the LinkedIn second post for selected of which like today we would prioritize the Instagram, and next week we would do the second post for opportunities posts on LinkedIn and Instagram. So next week we will conduct feedback collection with volunteers and NGOs. We are trying to identify the active volunteers that we have, those that are posting on the opportunities, and we would have a close feedback session. After the closing, maybe.
No, we don't have closing remarks today. Yes. So yeah, so how about the post on their internal channels where they can actually get yes, I can post for Akila's
on
Instagram. Okay, so yeah, I will be sharing that in the internship internal groups, especially on Slack, so people interact. I've seen some live interactions on our recorded post. You guys as well for whoever is participating in this, you know. Mahi, again, I will be sharing it with on the general channel together with as well. Okay. Today we will not be having any conclusive remarks as Mr. Alkar is abroad meetings, and Mr. Rahul is not going to be joining us today as well. We can proceed to the quote of the day. So the best preparation tomorrow is doing our best. So this quote came from Junior. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory. So with this, I would like to end March 8th. Everybody have a great weekend. With us. Take care. Goodbye.